There are 3 signs that the universe is testing you before manifestation. Now, you may see 1, 2, or even all 3 of these signs, but in today's video, I'm going to share with you what these signs are and exactly what you should do if you are seeing them so that you can manifest your dream as quickly as possible. So let's jump on in. All right. Sign number 1 here is the I've seen this all before sign. I've seen this all before. That's the way I like to think about it. It's like the deja vu sign. And with this sign, what we're really looking for is really a problem or a barrier, really, that keeps reappearing in your reality. Something that's really important to understand is that when you want to manifest something that you do not yet have, particularly if it's a big dream or something that's really important to you, what that really means is that you're seeking to step into a higher level where that is possible or where you believe that that is possible. And in order to get to that manifestation, you're going to have to get to a place where you have let go of any blocks that are between you and your dream. And so very frequently, when people have big dreams or goals that are very important to them, what will happen is that block will rear its ugly head again and again and again until you clear it. And so this is really the first sign that you are being tested before your manifestation. So let me give you an example, because examples are always helpful. Let's say that you are a business owner, okay? And I'm giving this example because this is this is one that I've had myself in the past. Let's say that you're a business owner and you want to substantially grow your business. That's your big goal. That's the thing that you really want to manifest, all right? But you keep having a particular problem and your business continues not to grow. Okay, so for instance, maybe you have somebody that you have hired and they are repeatedly giving you trouble. They are repeatedly not showing up to work, or they are doing things that is driving customers away, or maybe they have a bad attitude and they're infecting the rest of your staff. But you continue to have the same problem with the same person in your business over and over and over again. Now, when you see something like that, like I have a dream, there's something that I want, and something that's somewhat related to it, I'm seeing the same problem over and over and over again, that's a huge indication that right there is a block that is an impediment to you having what you want. Now, this might be very easy to see through for some people if they're not in the situation, like, okay, well, maybe go hire somebody better or, get rid of that employee, right? But if somebody's in that situation, they may not be seeing very clearly that how the employee is connected to the larger dream, or even on a deeper level, more importantly, that this inability to let go of the faulty employee really speaks to their inner belief that they can't have the dream that they want. That's why they're kind of leaving in some self-sabotaging elements into their business. And you see this all over the place, okay? So people who want great relationships and they keep attracting crummy relationships or bad relationships, toxic people. You see this a lot, especially in relationships, but in all kinds of manifestations, really, where you want something, but something negative keeps showing up. You gave them one warning and then they did it again. And you gave another warning and then they did it again. Okay. You had one problem and then it went away, and then you had it again and it went away, and then you had it again and it went away. Whenever you see that, what you want to do is you want to realize really right there, that's an indication there's a block that's interfering with your ability to materialize the thing that you want. And so what you want to do, this is the important thing. Okay. You really want to become aware when you start seeing the same problem showing up again and again and again. It's a wonderful opportunity to learn. Frequently, people just bury their head in the sand. They hope the problem will get better. They hope the employee will get better. They hope the toxic boyfriend will get better. They hope the problem over here will get better. And they just bury their head in the sand rather than recognizing that if they're having the same problem over and over and over again, there's a block that needs to be cleared. Okay, so it's an opportunity to learn. And what I love to do when I see these things is I like to ask myself, what is this problem teaching me? What is it trying to teach me? What am I supposed to be doing differently? How do I clear this block? So like I said, with the example of the business and having, the person that you hired be kind of the problem early on, way back when I first started going, I hired someone to do some web development for me. So this is a guy I haven't seen in years. But he was just dropping the ball left and right. I would ask him to do things, they wouldn't get done, or they'd kind of get done, but not really get done. And I really wanted my business to grow, but I was so afraid to let go of this web developer. I was afraid, what's going to happen to my website if he's not there, or it's all going to fall apart, or I'm not going to have anybody. And that was a fear that was keeping me tethered to a situation where I could not grow my business because I didn't have someone dependable to rely on when it came to my website. And so right there was a fear. And I had to kind of get to that point of understanding that this is trying to teach me that I'm going to be okay without this guy. Okay. I don't need this guy to grow my business, or you don't need that partner right now. You need somebody better. You don't need to hold on to this problem over here. You can let go of it and something better will come. A lot about this block generally has to do with trust. Okay. And trusting that, you can let go of whatever it is, whether it's a maladaptive behavior or a toxic person or some kind of fear, you have the ability to let that go and to trust that things are going to work out for you. Okay, so that really is our first sign right there, that the universe is testing you before manifestation. If you're not getting what you want and you have a problem that keeps showing up again and again and again. So I have a question for you. Have you seen this sign anywhere? Are you seeing a similar problem showing up again and again and again? And maybe you're aware of it, or maybe you've just been hoping it would get better. If you're having that experience right now, go ahead and share it below in the comments. Let me know about it. I love reading your stories, and it's a really great exercise for you to become aware that perhaps the universe is trying to teach you something right now. There's something that you're holding on to. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a behavior, maybe it's a fear, and that it's time for you to let that go so that you can materialize that really big, wonderful thing that you want. All right, now here is our second sign that the universe is testing you before manifestation. And it's that you're getting close, but you can't quite get exactly what you want. You're getting close, but you're not getting exactly what you want. It can become easy to become in awe of some of these people that we see floating around out there in reality. So people that have achieved just monumental success, they got the gold medal, they climbed Mount Everest, or they built that enormous company, and they got something so amazing. And it can be frustrating if you haven't had that experience, because it can often feel like, for a lot of people, that I'm kind of getting what I want, but I'm not exactly getting what I want. So maybe you want to manifest a very wealthy life and you're manifesting money, but you're just not at that level that you really want to be at. Maybe you want to be at a level where you have multiple homes and millions in the bank and your money's improving, but it's not what you really want. Or maybe you really want to have a dream job. There's a really awesome job that you'd love to have. Maybe you want to be an actor or an actress, or, the best lawyer in the country, or I don't know, but you got your eyes set on something big and you're kind of getting there, but you don't have exactly that position that you want. Or, again, maybe with relationships, maybe you want to have a fantastic, beautiful, loving relationship and you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and they're good, but it's just not great. It's not a great relationship. Well, this is a sign, again, that the universe is testing you before manifestation. And this test is all about, why don't you believe that you can have what you really, really want without settling? Now, when it comes to the law of attraction, we get what we settle for. And so if we settle for just an extra $100 a month, that's what we get. Or if we settle for a subpar relationship, that's what we get. If we settle for a subpar job, that's what we get. It reminds me a lot in a kind of sideways way about clothing. Okay. Clothing. And I really like to go shopping and, put together, fancy outfits. And it's something I enjoy doing. And it's something I always had an interest in. But before I really understood this principle, I had a really hard time putting together really good outfits. It's like I could go to the store and I could find something that maybe it was the right color or it was the right cut, but there was something kind of off about it. Maybe the hem was just a little too low, or it was just slightly askew of where I wanted it to be, or it was just a hair too small or a hair too big. And what I used to do is if I found a piece of clothing that was really, really close, I would buy it. Okay. So I would buy the shirt that looked almost perfect, but just a little bit off, maybe at the hemline. Or I buy a dress that looked really, really great, but it was just a little too small. And that was something that I used to do a lot, was that if I found something close, I would settle. And as a result, when I left the house and the outfits I put together, they did not look great. They looked okay, but they didn't look great. And it wasn't until I really started to understand that, the universe is going to give you what you settle for when I went shopping. And so now when I go shopping, if it doesn't look perfect, I put it back. If it's the wrong shade of blue, I'm not buying it. Okay. If the sleeves are just a hair too high, it's not happening. I am very, very, very picky about getting exactly what I want. And the funny thing is back before I understood this, it's like I could never find something that fits so great. It just never happened. So I felt that I had to keep on settling. But once I started throwing those fish back, this shirt ain't for me. This dress isn't working. Once I started doing that, a very interesting thing started happening, which is that, I would start walking into stores and all of a sudden, I would see something in the corner and it would just draw me to it. And it would be the perfect item of clothing. And now this is something that happens to me whenever I go shopping, is I just walk in and I'll just feel kind of drawn to one area of the shop. And lo and behold, there's a pair of pants that fits me like a glove, perfect color, perfect cut, perfect fit. Great. Pack it up. Let's go. And that's because the universe gives you what you settle for. If you tell the universe that I'm going to wait for the right thing, you'll get the right thing. But if you keep settling for what you kind of don't want, you're going to have a plethora of things that are really close, but not exactly what you want. All right. So that's another sign that the universe is testing you before manifestation. It may give you some close approximations. And if that happens, have the discipline and the self-love to throw that fish back. Get exactly what you want. All right, now I have another sign here that the universe is testing you before manifestation. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos that teach you how to create the life of your dreams, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, go ahead and turn on the handy notification bell. I put out law of attraction content like this every single week, and I know you're going to enjoy it. All right, now here's another sign that the universe is testing you before manifestation. And I like to call this the now you see it, now you don't phenomenon. Now you see it, now you don't. So have you ever had this experience where there's something that you want and it shows up, but then it leaves, and then it shows up, and then it leaves, and then it shows up, and then it leaves? So, a lot of times, like in relationships, you may see this, you like somebody and they show up and then they leave, and then they're there and then they're gone again. And you can't seem to quite pin it down and make it official. As someone who makes YouTube content, I know I've seen this phenomenon, especially when I first got going and didn't have a lot of security in my channel and in my ability to manifest views. You may see this where you have a video and the video does great, and then the next one bombs. And then another one does good, and then a few weeks you got crummy videos. And so, the channel is doing okay, and then it's doing crummy, and then it's doing okay, and then it's doing crummy. All right. That's a really great sign that the universe is testing you before manifestation. It's giving you glimpses of what's possible, but you're having a real hard time getting firmly in that vibration of having precisely what you want. Now, this particular test has a lot to do with your attitude about keeping the faith no matter what's going on. Okay. And so what can often happen is that, if things are going well, you can get kind of excited and get wrapped up into it. But the second you start doubting and doubt creeps back in, oh, he's not going to call, or, oh, maybe this video is going to tank. Boom, it swings in the other direction. So with this test, it's really a test of whether or not you're going to stay in a high vibrational state regardless of what's going on. If you allow doubt to creep in, it will boomerang your dream back out, and then it'll come back again. And then when you freak out again, it'll boomerang back out and come back again. And so to get more into that really solid state of having, you gotta be okay that if the dream starts to look like it's going away from you, you stay solid. Now, I actually just made another video that really touches on this principle, and it's called How to Get Back into the Manifesting Zone. And it's all about what to do when you start to feel like your manifesting mojo is kind of gone, like you were doing great and now it's not going so well. I will go ahead and put a link to that video below in the description, because that's a really great one to watch to help you get back on track if you're having this particular test and having that situation where it's working and then it's not working, and then it's working and then it's not working. So please make sure to go ahead and check that one out. All right, at this stage in the video, I've got 3 questions for you. Question 1, have you been enjoying this video so far? Question number 2, have you learned anything interesting about the law of attraction or helpful? And question number 3, does my style of teaching resonate with you? If you would, go ahead and let me know below in the comments. And if you said yes to all 3 of those questions, you would be a fantastic fit for some of the courses that I have in my Law of Attraction database. And I actually have 2 of them that I am bringing back out of the archives. They have been closed both for about 2 years. And so nobody's been able to get their hands on these. And I am finally reopening them. I have my Manifesting Mastery program that's coming back out. That one is really for Law of Attraction beginners or people who have been having some success with the law of attraction, but really spotty and inconsistent results. If you want kind of that basic law of attraction boot camp, kind of step-by-step plan to get you going with manifesting, this is a fantastic program for you. Also going live is going to be my Signs from the Universe program. And this is one of my favorite programs that I've made. It's all about showing you how to follow guidance. So all of the signs from the universe and symbols that are out there that are designed to show you how to move in the direction of your dreams, that's what this program is all about, is becoming a master at reading the roadmap so that you can get very quickly from where you are to where you wish to be. Now, again, I am bringing those back out very soon. They're not quite ready to go live, but if you would like to get a notification when those courses go live, along with a handy discount, I will be putting out some very big discounts on both of these programs when they go live. If you'd like both of those things, please make sure to go ahead and sign up. I have an email notification list where you can sign up and be notified when those programs go live so that you can get in and get the big discounts. Additionally, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my Law of Attraction test. If you would like to know for sure that you, yes you, really are the creator of your reality, I've designed a very simple, very quick 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. Put something out and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that is manifestingtest.com. I'll also go ahead and put a link to that in the description, but manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on these 3 signs that the universe is testing you before manifestation. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.